My name is Tina Campbell. I've been a practicing family law attorney for about 19 years. I'm from Texas originally. I grew up in Waco, as a matter of fact, and then made my way through college education all the way down the I-35 corridor. I graduated from undergraduate at St. Edward's University in Austin, then went to law school in San Antonio at St. Mary's University, and then made my way to Fort Worth shortly thereafter. I am married. I do have one child. He is 20 years old, going on 40, and is doing college right now. So I've become an empty nester. As far as hobbies, I have all kinds of crafty hobbies. I like to crochet and make t-shirts and do all kinds of crazy things on the weekends just to kind of decompress from the week and that kind of a thing. And then we also have dogs. Dogs are very important in our lives. We are definitely puppy people. And so I guess now our two dogs are more like our children than anything else. So I've been at Turner Monahan almost 3 years. I think this next April will be 3 years. I've had the pleasure of knowing Tyler pretty much my entire career. So with us both practicing in Tarrant County kind of from the beginning, I've had cases with him, I've had cases against him. I worked for the state and for the county, and so working there with the child support office, I've also had cases with him. So there was a period of time where I was working in some different counties and that kind of a thing, and I decided I was ready to come back to Tarrant and make Tarrant my home again, and started reaching out, and a friend of mine let me know that Tyler might be interested in hiring an attorney, and I thought that would be a perfect fit, and it has been a really great experience since I've been here. So very blessed that I was able to not only come back to Tarrant County, which is kind of my family law home, but to also to be able to work for somebody that I've known, for years, and knew the kind of person he was and the kind of lawyer that he is. We're very much a team-oriented kind of firm. You're not assigned to just one attorney and to one paralegal. You do have a primary attorney that you do deal with on most bases, but with all the attorneys here trying to kind of confer in regards to our cases. So we know a little bit about what's going on each one. That way, if one of us is not available, somebody else can pick up the slack and maybe have a conversation or answer a question or allay a concern so that you don't have to worry. We do try very much to keep up with each other's cases in a way that's productive and effective so that clients don't have to wait or be confused or not know who to talk to. There's typically always a human available because we do have quite a few staff members and quite a few attorneys here now. So there's typically somebody who can at least get you through until the attorney who's actually assigned to your case is available, which I think is incredibly good, because with a lot of firms, you get one attorney and one paralegal, and literally nobody knows anything about your case other than those two individuals. So if they both happen to be at lunch or out or something like that, you're just kind of stuck. So I do appreciate our team approach to things. The most significant challenge in practicing family law is not being too emotionally involved with your clients. I mean, we certainly understand we deal with the best people, but in the worst possible emotional circumstances that they could be going through at this point in their lives. And so most all of us here are moms, have kids, have experienced these things. I've been divorced. I've had to co-parent. I have raised a child with a step-parent involved. And so we all understand the emotions that go with all that and how hard it is. So sometimes it is difficult, and the thing that I have to remember is I'm not technically here for emotional support. We are here to provide the legal guidance and to move forward your case and that kind of a thing. So sometimes I have to remember, don't put on a counselor hat so much and make sure that we move cases forward, but still in a compassionate, helpful, empathetic way. It can be a lot. I mean, we hear so much from our clients that it can be an awful lot, and we really feel for them, and we want to make sure that their emotional needs are taken care of. But sometimes it has to be, okay, let's put that aside and let's look at the practical aspects of where we're going next, but in a very compassionate way. Obviously, to continue to practice, I really enjoy litigation. I enjoy being in the courtroom. Nothing makes me happier than to be able to move a case forward. If we can amicably settle something without the need for litigation, then I am all in for that as well. Within the last year, I've also become a trained mediator. And so I really would like to continue to develop and grow that side as well. Litigation is amazing and I love it. And I love the relationship I've built with my clients because those litigation cases usually last a good long time. And so you do develop some strong bonds. Mediation, on the other hand, when you're conducting a mediation, I meet the family for a half day or a full day. At worst case scenario, maybe 2 days. And my goal is to help kind of facilitate an agreement between the two. So it's a much faster process. And so oftentimes it does feel like you're helping families on a much faster basis when you're actually conducting mediations and being able to do so in a way that solves their problems or at least gets them through in a way that did not fracture their family any more than necessary. So certainly continue to litigate, but also continue to grow the mediation practice side so that we can keep helping more families in different ways. Being able to kind of cut through all the information, because again, we are dealing with highly emotional situations. When you start talking about people's children, their property, and their money, people get very passionate. But being able to cut through those issues and find the core problems and being able to quickly analyze what suggestions you can make to your clients for the best resolution and to do so in an efficient way. It is not our goal here to try to outspend the other counsel or to spend all of our clients' money. We really strive to find efficient, reasonable solutions to all of our clients' cases. So being able to discern very quickly what those core problems are and to solve them is really kind of one of the biggest challenges and best skills that we have. The fact that it's a team, the fact that when we do come to work, we can all kind of keep up with each other and what's going on. We make it a point to kind of all cater to each other's strengths, and then we know how to deal with any weaknesses that each other might have. So we all have a little bit of a specialty, and we all have things that we've kind of focused on differently throughout our careers. So being able to put all that together makes us an incredibly strong team because it's just, we have such a breadth of knowledge between all of us combined that it's extremely impressive, and that is truly beneficial to our clients. We don't have to reach out to third-party sources in most circumstances. Between all of us, we've probably dealt with it. And so that makes us uniquely skilled to be able to deal with our clients' issues quickly. Blessedly, we have, the Texas State Bar has some great continuing education programs that we all keep up with. But we also use things like Facebook. We have lots of lawyer groups and lots of lawyer Facebook pages where people comment on different cases and different experiences. And so we all share and review those as well. We review case law updates. And like I said, we each kind of have our own little niche to a degree. And so we all kind of keep up with those changes and we let everybody else know about it as well. So between educating ourselves, what the bar puts out for our continuing education, and just commentary from other third-party folks, we do our best to try to keep up because there is always something changing. Getting to meet and deal with as many people as I do. I am a people person. I am not built to sit at a desk and type 24 hours a day. So being able to talk to folks, and just this allows me the opportunity to just see and meet people from so many different aspects that I would not necessarily meet in my day-to-day lives. It also is nice to know that, on occasion, it does feel like you've actually assisted a family and helped a family through a really tough part of their lives. And if I can do that and feel like I've made it a little easier for their next path, then that gives me some comfort.